Hi guys, welcome to today's tutorial. Today we'll be looking at top past WAEC questions that are always reoccurring. Now, going right into it, our first question says, a vertical pole 6 meters high casts a shadow of 8 meters long. Calculate the angle of elevation of the sun to the nearest degree. Now, this question is on angle of elevation and depression. Now, we are given from the question, it says that the vertical pole, we have a vertical pole 6 meters high. Okay, if it casts a shadow, all right, that means the sun up reflects this way, making it to cast a shadow of 8 meters long. Okay, so we should calculate the angle of elevation of the sun to the nearest degree. So in calculating the angle of elevation, we have to calculate this angle. This is the angle of elevation. And for us to find our angle of elevation, theta, we have here as our adjacent, and we have here as our opposite. So having adjacent and opposite, we can say that tan theta equals opposite over adjacent using our SOHCAHTOA rule. Now, our adjacent is, opposite is 6 over 8. Okay, so tan theta equals 6 over 8. And theta equals tan inverse of 6 over 8. Now, 6 over 8, 6 divided by 8 will give us 0.75. So tan inverse of 0.75. So our theta will become 36.87 degrees. Now they say to the nearest degree. To the nearest degree will become 36, will become 37 degrees. So the angle of elevation is 37 degrees. Our next question says, a sector of a circle with radius 12 cm has an arc length of 8 cm. Find the angle of the sector in radian and degree. Now, in order to do this, we know that length of arc equals theta over 360 times 2 pi r. Alright, now since we are given length of arc to be 8 equals theta over 360 times 2 times our pi, we are going to leave it in terms of pi times our radius, which is 12. So this becomes 8 times 360 equals 24 pi theta. Okay, so 8 times 360 would be, 8 times 360 would give us 2880 equals 24 pi theta. So our theta equals 2880 divided by 24 pi. Okay, so divided by 24 would give us theta to be, our theta 120 over pi will be our theta. Now, if we are converting to the radian equals pi over 180 times your degree, and degree equals 180 over pi times radian. Okay, now since we are converting to radian and we are giving this is in degree. Okay, so we can now do our radian equals pi over 180 times 120 over pi. Pi cancels pi, which will now give us 120 over 180, which will give us 2 here, 6 here, 2, 6 here, 3. So this will give us 2 over 3 radian. Okay, while in degrees, in converting this to full degrees, this will be 120 divided by, so this will be 120 over 1 times 7 over 22. So that will give us 120 divided by 3.142 will give us 38.2 degrees. So this will give us 38.2 degrees, while this gives us our radian will be 2 over 3 radian. Our next question says, the sum of the first n terms of an arithmetic progression is 300, and the first term is 5, while the common difference is 3. Find the value of n. That means you're looking for the number of terms in this arithmetic progression. Now we know that for sum of terms equals n over 2 brackets 2a plus n minus 1d. Now we've been given that the sum of terms is 300 equals n over 2 brackets 2, our a is our first term, plus n minus 1, common difference is 3. So now, opening this up, this becomes 300 equals n over 2, 10 plus n minus 1, 3 times n, okay, 3 times n will give us 3n minus 1, minus 3. 3 times 1, 3. Now, if we clear this fraction, we'll say multiply both sides by 2. So this becomes 300 times 2 will give us 600 equals n brackets 10 plus 3n minus 3. So opening this bracket, we have it as 600 equals 10n plus 3n squared minus 3n. So collecting like terms will give us 600 equals 7n plus 3n squared. Now, we can see we have a quadratic equation here, so which will be 3n squared plus 7n minus 600 equals 0. So we are now going to solve it out quadratically, where a equals 3, b equals 7, and c equals minus 600. So using a quadratic formula, x equals minus b plus minus root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Now, in this case, our a is 3, so x equals minus 7 plus minus 7 squared minus 4 times a, 3 times minus 600 all over 2 times 3. So this will give us minus 7 plus minus root 49, okay, minus, if we multiply this, minus and minus will give us plus, so this will give us 7/1200 over 6. So we are having minus 7 plus minus root 7249. Now, all over 6. Okay, so our x will now become minus 7 plus minus root 7249 will give us 85.14 all over 6. So this will become x equals minus 7 plus 85.14 over 6, or minus 7 minus 85.14 over 6. Now, 85.14 minus 7 will give us 78.14 all over 6. And this will give us all minus 85 plus 7, 92.14 over 6. So our x value will become 78.14 divided by 6, which is 13.02. So approximately 13, or minus 92.14 divided by 6, which will give us minus 15.36. But since we know that our number of terms can't be negative, the valid answer will be 13 terms. So the possible number of terms in the sequence or series of this arithmetic progression would be 13 terms. Our next question says, a cone has a volume of 462 cm cube and a height of 11 centimeter. Find the radius of the base. And now we know that for the volume of a cone, we have it as 1/3 pi r squared h. So we are going to substitute directly our values into our formula. Now, volume has been given as 462, 1/3 times pi, 22/7, times our r, which we are looking for, times h, which is 11. So this will give us 462 equals 22 times 11, which is 242 r squared all over 21. Okay, now cross multiplying, we are having 462 times 21, which will give us 9702 equals 242 r squared. So r squared equals 9702 over 242, which gives us r squared equals 40.09. Okay, now 40.09, so therefore our r equals root 40.09, which will give us root 40.09 would give us 6.33. Okay, 6.33 now will be our radius. 6.33 centimeter will be the radius of our cone. The next question says, find the value of x in 9 raised to the power 2x minus 1 divided by 27 raised to the power x plus 1 equals 1. Now, in solving this, we know that we can break this down to 9 raised to the power 2x minus 1 will give us 3 raised to the power 2 bracket 2x minus 1, which will give us 3 raised to the power 4x minus 2. Okay, and for our denominator, we have it at 27x plus 1, which is going to give us 3 raised to the power 3 bracket x plus 1, which will give us 3 raised to the power 3x plus 3. Okay, now replacing this with this, I will know that our 1 equals to 3 raised to the power 0, because anything raised to the power 0 is 1. Okay, now replacing all these terms back here, we have it as 3 raised to the power 4x minus 2 all over 3 raised to the power 3x plus 3 equals 3 raised to the power 0. But now we know in laws of indices and indices, we know that when we have xa over xb, we can rewrite it as x raised to the power a minus b. Example, if we have x raised to the power 5 all over x raised to the power 3, this will become x raised to the power 5 minus 3, which will give us x raised to the power 2. Now, applying this same law here, this will now become 3, since they have common basis, 4 x minus 2 minus our lower term 3x plus 3 equals 3 raised to power 0. So now we can now open up this bracket, expand this, equating our bases. This becomes 4x minus 2 minus 3x minus times plus minus 3 equals 0. So from here, 4 minus 3 will give us x, minus minus will give us minus 5 equals 0. So therefore, x equals 5. With this, we've come to the end of today's tutorial. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on your notification buttons for more updates. If there are any comments or questions, put them down in the comment section below. Thank you.